Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Okay. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Okay. Hello? Hello? Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Play capture. Oh, webcam. Why is there nothing on my webcam? Why is there nothing? Start virtual camera. What's that mean? Start virtual camera. What's that mean? Stop. Uh, hello, hello. Just setting up my machine right now. Give me a minute here. Display capture. I don't know. I can't see my face. I have to test it again later. Um, is anybody on the chat right now? See another person. Anyhow, yeah, I'll get started. Welcome to this channel, like Boss Capital. I do weekend videos. This is my first live stream, so my goal is to do like a short live stream in the morning, like usually around this time. I'm in Mountain Time. So 8:30 a.m. right now, Mountain Time, which is a good time for trading, like setup and stuff. Yeah. Um, all right. Let's see here. So we're gonna get started right now. Go to my Chrome here. So I use investors.com as my source usually, um, especially when it comes to looking at stocks. So the first thing I look at every morning is stocks on the move on the IVD screen. I'm just gonna write this down. so you guys can have access to this later. Okay, so this is like my routine, right? So that way you can check it out every day. And, oh, no sound. Ah, why is there no sound? Uh, um, testing, testing.
Testing, testing.
Hello, welcome. Say hi on the chat if you are on the stream, and maybe
Hello, welcome.
make sure you
Say
can
hi
hear
on the
me.
chat if you are on the stream, and maybe make sure you can hear me.
So I usually, yeah, if you're on the stream, just say hi on the chat. That way I know, like, and tell me whether you can hear my sound, because some people say they can hear me, but I can hear myself on another computer. So yeah, yeah. Please tell me if you can hear it, because I don't want to keep speaking if you can't hear me. Um, let me know. If you type in on the chat, I will know. Okay, so yeah, we can get started right now. Not much time left. Usually, again, I mentioned I would try to do a live stream around this time for roughly half an hour. Um, yeah, and yeah, if you can put your on the chat, like what's your background, like what's your experience like, do you follow my channel, um, that way, and also any questions you have, I'll try to answer them. Most important of all, can you hear me? If you can, please enter in the chat that you can hear me. Okay, let me go to my phone just to see if this is working on the phone as well. Okay, because I think maybe some of you are on the phone. Testing, testing. Is there any sound? Okay, it could be. So I do hear some sound right now on my phone. Like if you guys can hear me, please type in the chat when if you can hear me. I know Luke mentioned he can't hear me, but I don't want to continue if people cannot hear me. So I need to know if you can hear me. So on my phone I can hear myself. So Luke, please, not sure why you cannot hear me. Like, thank you, Nimble. Thank you. Okay. Look, you might want to check your sound and volume on YouTube, other YouTube channel, just to see if you can play other YouTube channel, because everyone else seems to be able to hear me. So I'm just gonna type in the chat here. Please try other channel and see if you can hear others, because it might be your I don't know, your sound system. Okay, good. Thank you, Nimble. I'm gonna get started right now. Thank you for joining. Like I said, I'll try to live stream every day for half an hour. If you have followed me before, great. If you haven't, this is like my first time live stream, and I'm trying to do this half an hour. Like I do this every morning anyway, so I might as well live stream it so you can follow my routine. And if you like what if you like what you see, then you can follow, every day kind of thing. And I'm just trying to do this like I say, I do this every morning anyway, so it doesn't really take much of my time to do this, and you can see what I do every day. So first of all, like my name is Michael Chu, and I'm I have this channel McBoss Capital. I do videos on the weekend, recap, and also go through my list of growth stocks list, and you will see more of that on the weekend. On the weekdays, what I do is like just kind of browsing for what are growth stocks doing every day, because that's what I focus on is growth stocks, and um, and then you can see like what I do every day, and then from there, hopefully, yeah, we can ping pong ideas if you have any. That way we can help each other out, and there's lots of stocks all the time. We always tend to miss one or two or a few, right? That are moving really strong with strong momentum. So today is a really ugly day. I think if I go to CNBC right now, let's just quickly see what it looks like. Point two. Okay, it has recovered quite a bit, right? It's like 000. It was down much more earlier. Russell is still down. I don't usually show my trading platform just because it has like information, like my account information and stuff. Like I don't mind telling you all my trades, but I just like I say I just don't want to share my account information because it shows right on the screen, and I don't know how to disable that. But I use interactive brokers, so that's another thing I do. So here's my notes, right? Like my routine, um, and my platform, my trading platform is interactive brokers. Um, it's very nice, handy for like traders, especially because it's very low cost, $1 to 150 a trade. So I trade a lot. So for those, I think last year I trade like incredible amount, 3,500 trades altogether, which is a lot. Like on average, I say 10 to 20 trades a day is average. Um, yeah, so it adds up quite a bit. I try not to trade too much anymore. That's one of my resolution. I did a video on that. Just because I want to be have a better. The problem with like trading in and out too much is that you will miss sometimes, right? Like let's say you're trading a leader, you get in and out, and then all of a sudden you got out, and then you didn't get back in, right? Like you missed the bounce or something. So that's one problem of trading in and out, right? So anyhow, that's one of my other goals to get better at that. So yeah, let's come back to the routine right now. So this is what I do every morning. You can see the list here on IBD screen. So today, like this is a very small list. This is like 10 stocks, 11 stocks that like really low. Out of the whole stock market, these are the ones that are up on volume. And this is obviously using IBD's, investors.com also, we always call it short for IBD. Um, it's very short list. Generally, with all the stocks in the market, you want to see stocks up and also on volume, right? But you can see, this list just updated. So, so it just, went up quite a bit. Okay, but still, it's still very low. Usually at this time, 8:40, the volume is usually even on the last. So they only show 20 here. That's all I have access to, is 20. So the top 20 in based on volume. So usually at this time, like by 9 o'clock, let's say, right? It usually, like, the volume will start to dwindle, and if it's like 40% or 50% on the last one, meaning at 9 o'clock it's still 50% higher than average volume. That's a really good sign for the market. So that's one indicator I use quite a bit, for gauging like how strong growth stocks are, and whether there's momentum, right? So yeah, let's just go through this list, and then I say I'll show you my routine. I start from the bottom, and then I kind of do halfway. I start from the bottom, and then I come from the top. The reason why is because this list move all the time. So if I don't trace it, I lose that name. So here we have ARM and LQDT. So let's quickly like go to my Excel here. I track this every morning. So ARM. So I don't have ARM yet on my list here. So these are the ones I've been tracking. I just haven't got to them to actually analyze them. Um, so like I say, I like to see all the stocks up on volume and just see like what are they doing that day, right? So ARM. So this column here is today. This is yesterday's column. So ARM. Uh, I'm gonna put this here. I'll talk about the color coding stuff later. But like, if I'm gonna go to ARM right now, this is market search. So that's another tool I use. Again, I'm just gonna note this down for those new people who doesn't know my style of trading and what I use for tools. So my tools, market search from IBD. So my foundation is IBD. So if you use IBD, or investors.com, that's where my foundation is. So anyhow, so here's ARM. You can see this right now. It's on the downtrend, right? Like the highs. Like I always draw a line on the highs. So this is, and then I would set my alert right here. Right. Again, if that's what you want to follow, right? So ARM. Um, okay. So the other thing I look at, again, I do this very quickly, right? Every morning, because I have my own routine, right? So so it did report recently, right? The unfortunate part is I have a criteria where it has to have forward earnings every quarter over 10%. Generally, okay. Now this one is pretty good, right? You have 3 quarters over 10%, like really high to 40%, and then it has one that missed, right? Like under 10%. Now overall, it is still growing, even though it's 5%, it's still growing. So not a bad start at all. But like in my scenario, like I trade too many stocks, and I need to filter out stocks that in some ways, because otherwise I just too many, right? So this is one criteria, and it's usually a hard rule right now. There's exceptions, but I don't want to talk about that right now. But there is exceptions. So especially in the second quarter and later, if there's anything less than 10%, I don't want to trade. Um, just because like you know who knows, right? Like by this quarter, things or going into that quarter, things could have changed quite a bit. So either both way, it goes up or down. Like I don't know. The forecast could change too, right? So that's something that I live by. I don't regret that because that's just like I say, I need a way to filter down stock. So again, to me, this is a really good stock, but it's not. If I have to put it into categories A, B, or C, right? A is the best, B is second, C is the third. Like A would be stocks that have strong fundamentals, right? Again, nothing wrong with this. It just missed one number. Like sales are good too. But anyhow, so for that reason, I'm gonna. This is more like a B stock, like I said, right? At this moment, I just have too many stocks. I can't trade all of them, so I'm just gonna. So orange is basically in that sense, okay? In that sense, like it's a B class stock for me, right? So nothing wrong with them. Like this one, nothing wrong with it. It's just like I won't even set this alert because I'm not gonna trade this. So there's no point setting an alert if I'm not gonna trade. So next one, okay. Again, like I said, we have to go down this LQDD and Faro. Okay, LQDD. So I don't have that here, but I think I have it somewhere here. LQ. No, I don't see it. Okay. Oh, right here, right here. So this is from yesterday. So like because of time thing, like I don't have time to go through everything like every day, and also like I already did this stock yesterday, and I know because it's marked orange here, it doesn't have the fundamental criteria I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna note that down and omit it, right? I don't need to go into further detail. Faro, I don't have that yet. So again, um, so look at Faro. Okay, so yeah, what platform do I use? Nimble. I think I answered that already. Hopefully, that helped. 11 to 8. Okay, so here you can see the earnings guidance is a little bit low, right? Again, this is probably on the lower side there, like. So like you can say like I don't really go beyond like I say my fundamentals. So Faro, this is electrical. The other thing I do is I also categorize it. Um, so like one, two, so so this is the industrial or commercial group. Oh no, so that's retail. Sorry, so Faro. Okay, so yeah, so this is like my industrial commercial. I group them together. It's easier to know what kind of stock it is. So Faro. Again, market is orange because it's not really something on my that I'll be trading. Uh, okay, next stop. AMSC. So that's a tech stop. AMC. See right here. So again, this one, you see how it go down? Like that's especially something I don't want to trade for sure because it's just going down and it's negative guidance, right? Going forward. So that's not good. Even though this stock is in the uptrend, but if we go into a correction, this stock, like stocks that like that may get hurt the most because they have like lower earnings. And then stocks that have no earnings, those are even worse. Um, so this is AMSC, MSC, insert here, and I'll just put my account. So yeah, this is part of my routine every day. And then we'll talk more if I find something to trade. But right now I haven't found anything. Uh, so LQDD we talk about DBBK, CTVA. So I don't think I have CTVK. I don't have CTVA here yet. So I'm gonna go to DBBK, go down here. That's financial, right? So I don't think I marked that yet. So let's go take a look. So here, this is really nice earnings. Look at the revenue here. I don't usually look at revenue as much as the earnings, but yeah, if you want to have strong conviction, that's the two things you must look at. So right now, it report earnings, and it is kind of on a downtrend. I don't like this reversal right here, right? So it tried to break out, but it couldn't. It came back. Now it did find support at the green line, which is the 10-day moving average. Um, so right here is the probably the trend line right now. Let me set an alert. Okay, okay. Hmm. Um, so this is okay. It's fine in bouncing. Like you technically could, because of this reversal, I wouldn't buy on this bounce. It's, it looks a little sus right now. Cause why is it reversed, right? That's one thing. And then, but sometimes the shakeout like does work, right? Because people get shakeout and they forget it, but actually that's when it works. Cause no more sellers after that. So yeah, so this is yellow. So the other thing I do is if you go to my if you follow my videos on the weekend, you will see the spreadsheet, which is something I pull every time. It's a report that I built internally, and so here you can see TPK is ranked 60 right now, and this is based on January 10 time frame to now. So pretty good performance. It's in the top 100, right? And again, it did make new high recently. It's just like I said, I don't like this reversal, so I would wait at least try see if it breaks this trend line or something again. Um, yeah. So again, it's not a bad start. It's just like I don't like that reversal. But sometimes it works after reversal. So if I go back to TBBK, so here's that. And then on my other spreadsheet, on my trading spreadsheet here, I like to note down the name and the stock ranking for the day because I will follow this throughout the day. And what I do is I see as time goes on, does it still have momentum or is the momentum kind of getting weaker throughout the day? Because then I don't usually buy stocks that lose momentum even during the intraday, um, especially on a day like today, right? So what I'll do is I'll go to my interactive brokers and I will set up like a screen that track like so here I track Nvidia and I track TPVK and I just see how it performs throughout the day. So Nvidia right now, again you can see this this is on my other trading platform, which I can show, but because of my account number and so forth. But yeah, so Nvidia is still up compared to earlier, so that's a good sign. And the market has turned green as well. I'm looking at it right now, slightly green, like just near 0%. Um, TBBK, um, yeah. So we'll track TBBK as well. Um, all right, that's going. Okay, so look at this list. It's getting longer. That's good. So it looks like it's picking up again. Credo, PPC, IoT. So all these just came on. Let me go back to the spreadsheet. Credo. The Credo is a really strong name, right? Um, I'll go here. Credo. All right, so Credo. Let's check it out. Okay, look at this powerful like earnings and guide sales, right? Amazing. Look at this stock. It's just been climbing like crazy. Again, we had that AI crash here, so the stock got punished for that. Okay, so right here, so it's pulling back right now after this bounce. It looks normal. Today is a good bounce. You can see right here, it's a good bounce. You could technically buy it here. So again, I'll put this on my watch list today. It looks pretty good. Good bounce today. So we'll see if the momentum continue throughout the day. Let's see what the ranking is on this. So why I look at ranking? Well, what there's so many stocks to trade. You want to trade the strongest performance stocks, right? Like what, like why, like those are the ones that perform the best. Why you want to find other stock that doesn't perform best? I don't know. That's just my own thinking. Um, so here's Cradle. So that's rank 11. That's pretty strong. So these are all my previous trades, but I have to go through. So I do have a position on Cradle. Why? What? 1 second. Yes, I do have a position already. So like I said, so it's probably hard for you to see, but there's too many lines and stuff. But you can see my mark arrow here. So green arrow is where I bought. Any other color like pink or red is where I sell. Pink is when I take partial profit. Um, and then red is when I usually get out of the position. Um, so right now, you can see I still have partial position. Uh, so I took a quick gain here, and right now it's pulling back. Like I said, this could be a good entry point if it can hold this momentum. Because the worst is that sometimes stocks like they could go up in the morning, but by end of the day it comes back all the way down, and that's not a good sign because then it still got rejected at this downtrend line. That's like you don't want to see that. So yeah, so this like I said, this could be a add if it can hold today, I might add to it, right? Like um I usually that's what I would do, but right now talking about the market in general, I don't like where the market is heading. Um, so let's look at QQQ, right? I mean, it's okay. You got a big reversal here. Still holding the short-term moving average on Nasdaq QQQ here, right? SPY. But I talk about this on my weekend video. There's lots of signs that I don't like right now, including like earnings have been lower than usual, like for all the reported ones. And now we're going into like this is like the extreme week of reporting, and then next week as well. So this week and next week, so many stocks will report. I don't like the earnings numbers so far. It's been I don't have time to go into that today, but it's been lower than what I like to see. So it's almost like the market is running out of steam. So I'm trying not to buy right now, right? Like I'll hold or I'll sell right now. That's what I'm doing. Um, and in terms of my position right now, as of yesterday, end of day, I'm down to 70% holdings. So I'm 30% cash, 70% holding. Um, but I like to sell to like, you know, probably at least 50% cash. At this moment. That's where I'm heading. Just because, like I said, I just don't. I don't want to go into all those details, but like I said, but we'll see. There's 2 more weeks of earnings, and but like I said, I still watch. I still want to watch how the leading growth stocks are doing because they're leaders, and if they don't do well, then the general market usually don't do well. So so that's kind of what happens. Okay. So it looks like Cradle. I'm checking my history here. Let me go back to the chart here. It looks like I could trip. So this red line right here, that's where my stop is. Usually near the 10-day. So I could trip this morning, meaning like if now I need to draw my red arrow because that's where I basically I'm out, right? Um so but that, again, I have no problem with that. I'm a momentum trader, so I follow the momentum. So it's pulling back. This morning it went down further. It hit my 10-day moving average, and it bounced back. So that's a good sign, right? Like I said, don't sweat it. Like it's okay if you get trapped. That's something I've learned. But Now I want to see if it can stay at this high here throughout the day. Because if it can, then I'll get back in and probably, like I said, even add more position than I originally have. If that will make up for the loss I have. Because if this momentum can continue, right, like the next few days, like that's when I can make some money there. So that's this stock right now. So we'll watch and see. But like I said, I got trip today, this morning. It happens a lot. Um, so sometimes it'll come back, sometimes it doesn't, right? So it's just like there's really no way of telling, right? So in like I say, that's why I have my stops to protect me, right? Um, so yeah, everything looks okay in the market right now. It's just going back and forth, red and blue, red and green, like it's just kind of near flat right now. Like I say, I don't, mm, yeah, I don't like this market overall. So that's why, yeah. Anyhow, like you said, the leaders are still looking fine. Like Credo, Nvidia is bouncing, very interesting. Um, so anyhow, let's keep going. I'm going too slow today because I'm doing live stream now. Usually I don't need to explain things, so it's a lot faster. But that's okay. So yeah, I can probably do another 5 minutes of live stream. If you like what I'm showing, um, then you know continue to come back every day. Um, so we have TBK, CTVA, and GameStop. Like I said, you should go through this list every day. Like it's a really good list. Um, so like CTVA, again, not very good earnings, right? Agriculture operations, because that's really low earnings. So I'm gonna skip that. Like I track it just so that I don't have to. If next day this stock comes back on this on the list, then I will skip it because I already know that it's a low earning stock, and I don't need to look at it again. And then GameStop, pretty sure that's also a low. Like yesterday, it was on the list too. See right there. So like again, for some, if if you're just a pure technical trader, then yeah, you might trade these stocks because they have momentum right now. Like they're bouncing right now. You can see on the weekly chart here. But on the fundamental, there's no fundamentals, right? Um, but if you go back to daily, you can see like 2 days nice bounce right here. So you could trade on that. But like I said, I'm not that kind of trader. I'm not just a pure technical trader. So um, but yeah, those are momentum stocks right now. Moving. Let's go back to the list here. CRH, TKO. Oh man, TKO is so strong, and so I missed that stop big time. Like it was on my list a few times, and I didn't get into it. But anyhow, let's start with let's go with TKO since I'm talking about it already. It was on the list yesterday. But, no, 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 right down here, down here. There you go. TKO. So TKO is WWE. For those who doesn't know, WWE, World Wrestling Federation. They own that. And look at this stock. This is insane, man. Like, look at this earnings and sales too. Like, the earnings is what really caught my eyes, right? When is this reporting? 18, 15 days. But like I said, I already miss it. The ideal buy point is right here or here. Uh, and then the momentum started. So yeah, a little bit sad about this one. So this is rank 52. Very strong stock. I say it's already out. I don't chase stock, right? That's one rule I have. If I miss it, I miss it. I wait for the next time. Um, so here I put down extended. So on 7th, I already looked at it. It was last Friday, but it was already extended, so I couldn't buy it. And I like to buy within the first 2 days of bounce. If I miss those 2 days, and depending on how big the bounce, if it's too big, I won't buy it either, because then I'm chasing now. But if it's still near the 10-day moving average, 10-day moving average is like my number one short-term signal. That's what I follow the most. I like to buy near that, when it bounced off that line. So like Credo is doing that today, right? Even though I got trip out, it's doing that today. I might get back in if I want to get back in. But right now, like I said, I have a hold and sell rule right now. And like I said, I don't like the general market. So I feel like something is brewing up right now. I don't know. I just have this feeling. And the growth stocks are slowly losing momentum. Like when I look at my whole list, so that's the main reason. And then the earnings guidance are all like lower now, at least for those that report. So we'll see the next week or two. If they continue that momentum is not good because it's kind of earnings are keep going down. So okay, so that's that one. So I did like I said a lot from the bottom. Let's look from the top. So there's NY, Apple, JLL. There's not many today. See, this stock keep going back and forth, right? This is not good. If I see less than 20 stocks, it's not a day you want to buy stocks. That's all I can say. If you see less than 20 stocks, I'll repeat it again. If you see less than 20 stocks on this list, it's not a day you want to buy growth or momentum stocks because there's no momentum. It's like how can the whole market only has like 15 stocks or 12 stocks that are up on volume, right? Like that's really bad. So it's a good day to start my first stream because there's really not much to talk about. Like um but you still want to look at, potential leaders that could become strong momentum trade stocks, right? Like so, you still want to follow them, right, and see what's happening. So Charles Schwab, I don't know if it reported today because it jumped so much. Usually at the top are stocks that so something must have happened because I don't know. It reported before gap out on this earnings. It basically like you know didn't too much, and then today it bounced again. Like yesterday was a test. You can see that was a test right there on the lows. So this is a really high earnings and guide sales. So let me go check on my list where this is at. So it's a little bit lower, 128. So again, doesn't mean it won't move, but so far it hasn't really moved, right? That's why it's ranked 128. Like it hasn't really moved. Doesn't mean it wouldn't, like if it continue to break out, it could pick up momentum and move faster. But right now, like I like this shakeout. Like I tell you, shakeout is one of my best. I feel like shakeout is one of the hidden gems, of trading. Like I'm sure a lot of momentum traders use shakeouts. Like once you get shaken out like there, uh, and then you see a big move, that's always a good sign. Like okay, you know what? Now that I talk about it like this way, I think this is a potential stock, right? So anyhow, let me okay. I'm really going over time right now since it's our first session. But that's okay. CHW. Like I said, 128. So I'll put it on my watch list here. Um, do, 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 128. And then I will have to track this on my trading platform here to see, like I said, throughout the day how it performs. And then we'll go from there. But like I said, I'm not in the buying mood right now. I'm actually in the selling mood. So um, so we'll see. And then what's next here? Let's look at one more. Like I said, you can go look at your own time, right? UTHR and ZIM. Um, UTHR and ZIM. Okay, let me go. Let me come back to my list here. UTHR and ZIM. Oops, where did you go? UTHR. So some health stocks has been moving lately, like the last session and today. Very interesting. Okay, so these are UTHR. And this is a biotech stock. So it has earnings. 8 days is due in 8 days. It has sales. It's you can see I have this alert line here, broke this trend line, which is a good sign. It's still under 50 day because the 50 day is has been resistance. I would wait for it to come back above 50 day. Um, yeah, so I would draw another trend line here. Today is a good day though. You can see the bounce really strong. Um, but like I said, I would wait for this one under normal market condition. Like I said, right now I'm still I'm on a hold and sell pattern. I'm not really buying any stocks anymore. Because I'm trying to raise cash. But I still, like I said, I still like to monitor the stocks to see who can potentially become a leader in the next rally, right? I feel like the rally is getting old and oh, so this is really low, right? Because it went down so much. So that's why I look at ranking because sometimes it can bounce back, but like more often than not, they're you know that's why I need to see more momentum before I believe that this could be rising back. Because it already dropped so much, like it doesn't really how do you say it has so much room to run because it has dropped so much. Don't worry about like oh missing out on the breakout or stuff like that, right? Like there's always many chances to buy back in if it will work. So so last one I'm gonna look at is Zim. So Zim I've traded this before, um, but let's look at the earnings first. That's the first thing. So yeah, it has lost earnings like momentum. Look at that. It's like right now it's okay, but the future, look at those numbers are not good, and that's probably why the stock hasn't moved. So anyhow, so that's not a good one either. So if I so I would put Zim. This is like industrial transportation, so dry shipping, right? Um, I would put that here too. So that's pretty much it for today's stream. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you have questions in the future, feel free to throw in your symbol or take a quick look. Otherwise, yeah, thank you for joining today. Hope you guys enjoy this. I know it's my first time streaming. It's a little bit painful. I don't have my pictures showing up. I don't know why. I see a black screen on the video. Um, anyhow, we'll get those fixed. Thank you for watching. Bye now.